Okay guys, just a 10-15 minute sun salutation that will obviously target every muscle group in the body, but it's also going to focus on building up leg strength, really powering up the legs. So I would advise that you do a small bit of a warm up prior to this, and then just do what you can do. Obviously don't put your body through any pain, and if you're feeling pain or something near enough to pain, obviously just pull out of the pose. And then just to have a blanket or folded blanket or folded towel nearby if you need to have that for your knees or the tops of your feet. And then when you're ready, coming to the front of your mat, making sure that your feet are hip distance apart, really plugging into both feet equally and just getting a sense of grounding and centering and rooting, taking the knees slightly forward, so softening them a little bit so you're not hyperextending on the backs of the knees, and then tucking the tailbone under, engaging in the core, lengthening up through the side of the body, taking the shoulders down away from the ears, arms slightly away from the body, palms the hands facing outwards. Just get a nice gentle external rotation into the shoulders, crown of the head nice and flat here. Just take a couple of breaths into the belly. And then when you're ready, taking a deep breath in, drawing the arms up overhead, lengthening up as much as possible, but taking the shoulders down away from the ears. Deep breath in, exhale and swan dive, coming all the way down. So folding down as much as you need to and bending your knees as much as you need to. Allow your head to be heavy. Taking a deep breath in, straightening the legs. Hands onto the shins, or you can leave them onto the floor, whatever is accessible to you. Really lengthening out through the spine, shoulders down away from the ears, broaden across the chest. Deep breath in, exhale, slide the hands down, take the hands down, and then step or jump back into a downward dog. So keeping the hands, shoulders distance apart, fingers spread and fingers pointing forwards, arms nice and straight. And then begin to bring your body down between your arms. Sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling and then back towards the back wall. And then having your feet hip distance apart, gently pedaling up and down, really stretching out the Achilles and the calf muscles. And then looking between the hands. Draw your body forward and come into plank. So keeping your shoulders over your elbows, elbows over the wrists, hugging up on the knees, having your knees really lifting up so that your legs are really engaged. Heels are stacking over the feet. You can always take the knees down and take your feet up, keeping the core engaged. Deep breath in, exhaling, coming all the way down to the floor, lengthening out through both the legs. Hands by the chest, pressing the tops of the feet, pressing the thighs and the pelvis into the floor, elbows in by the ribs and coming up. Keep the elbows bent, shoulders down, deep breath in. Exhale, releasing. Tuck your toes under. Back into downward dog once again. And then slowly walk to the front of the mat. Pressing both feet into the mat, bending your knees, circling up and down. Left hand side. And releasing down, folding your body down. Again, keep the knees bent as much as you need to and then straightening the legs for half forward fold. And releasing the hands down, dropping the head once again, stepping or jumping back into your downward dog. Draw your heels down as much as you can towards the floor, looking up, and again coming into plank. So keep that core engaged. Don't allow your tummy to drop down towards the mat. Keep the legs strong. Deep breath in. Exhale, take the knees down or come straight down to the floor. And again, keeping your legs strong and active, engaged, and coming up for cobra. Keep the elbows bent. Shoulders down, broad across the chest, and releasing down. Tuck the toes under, back into downward dog once again. And then slowly walk to the front of the mat. Press both feet into the mat, bend your knees. And lengthen up and down. Okay, so now we're going to start introducing some of the other poses within this. So inhaling, exhaling, folding down, dropping the head, straighten the legs, hands onto the shins, deep breath in, exhale, releasing, inhale, big step back with the right leg, we'll drop the right knee down for a low lunge. So you can pop your blanket under your knee or your foot here if you need to, coming up onto the hips. Left knee is over the left ankle. Good stretch going on into that right leg. So you should be feeling a nice stretch into your quad and into the groin. If it's uncomfortable, as in painful, just bring your knee slightly forward. Taking the hands up now. With every exhale, see if you can release a little bit more tension. And just allow you to sink that a little bit deeper into the stretch. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Taking the hands down, we'll tuck the toes under. We're going to step back into a downward dog. Looking up, drawing the body forward into plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, come all the way down and release. Hands by the chest and up into cobra once again. And releasing, tuck the toes under, back into downward dog. You should find as you go on, your heels are able to draw down a little bit closer to the floor as muscles become a little bit more flexible and malleable. And then keeping your left foot on the floor, taking your right leg back, kicking it up nice and high behind. I'm going to lunge that right foot up to the right hand. You can always grab your heel and drag it up if you need to. And we're going to come up then onto the hips for our high lunge. So if this is a little bit too much, you can always take that left knee down and do a low lunge once again. And then keeping that right knee over the right ankle, right foot pressing into the mat as much as possible. Taking the hands up here, holding for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep that back leg nice and strong. Exhale. Focus on the breath now. Inhale, exhale. And now you can stay like this, or you can take that left knee down, or alternatively, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take your hands down and straighten that leg. And up. Arms down. 2 more. Keep pressing into that right foot now. Last one. Take the hands down, step forward, bend the knees, sweep the hands up and down. Left hand side, inhale, exhale. Drop the head, bend the knees, folding down here, inhaling, straightening the legs, hands in the shins, looking out, shoulders down, deep breath in, and slide the hands down. Place your hands on the floor, take a big step back with the left leg, we'll drop the left knee. Same here, you can leave the toes curled under or take the top foot onto the floor, up onto the hips. Good stretch going into the left quad and groin now. Right knee stacking over the right ankle and right foot pressing into the floor. Shoulders down. You can take the hands together here if you wish. Deep belly breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Hands down. Tuck the toes under, back into downward dog once again. Look between the hands, draw the body forward into plank. And all the way down and releasing. Hands by the chest and up into cobra once again. Inhale and exhale, releasing down. Tuck the toes under, back into downward dog. This time staying up on the right foot, taking care of kicking back that left leg, lunging up the left foot towards the left hand, and again then making sure you're feeling nice and secure. Coming up onto the hips. Strong back leg here. Left knee over the left ankle, hands up. And again, you take that left knee down if you, or sorry, right knee down if you wish. And do a low lunge instead. Whatever works for you today. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. And now you can stay here or take the knee down, or alternatively as you exhale, hands down and up. Straight leg, hands down, bend knee, arms up. One more, because I lost count. And then step forward. Bend the knees, sweep the hands up and down. Okay, back to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance apart, take your hands down, deep breath in. Exhale. Drop the head. Straighten the legs. Inhaling and exhaling. Hands down. Take a deep breath in. Step or jump back into downward dog. Hold this for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Now staying up on the right foot, we're going to kick that left leg back up high behind for three-legged dog. Resist the temptation to lift your hips up too high, or the left hip at least. Keep your hips nice and level. Keep the arms straight. Keep drawing that leg back and down. Inhale, look between the hands, draw your body forward into plank. And breathe. And release down and lengthen out through both legs. This time now I want you to take your hands down by the side of the body, palms of hands facing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lift the head and chest, arms and legs in one breath. So inhale, lift and release. Inhale, lifting, releasing. One more, inhale, lifting and releasing. Hands up by the chest, tuck the toes under, back into downward dog. And then slowly walking or jumping to the front of the mat, bend both knees, all the way up and down. Left hand side, we're nearly there. Inhale and exhale. Folding the body down and then straightening your legs. And keep drawing the shoulders down, keep broadening across the chest. Deep breath in and releasing down. Step or jump back into downward dog. This time now staying up on the left foot. We'll take that right leg back up high. And again, not taking the hip up, just the leg up. So keeping your legs nice and level. Keep those arms straight. Keep drawing the leg back. One more breath. Inhale and exhale down. Look between the hands. Draw the body forward into plank. Inhale and exhaling all the way down. Again, take the hands down by the side of the body. So draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Palm of the hands are facing up towards the ceiling, legs nice and strong. Deep breath in, lift and release. Two more. Inhale, lift and release. One more. Inhale and releasing down. Hands by the chest. Tuck the toes under. Back into downward dog. And then walking or stepping or jumping to the front, bend the knees, arms up overhead, and down. So now I want you to begin to bring the weight of your body into your heels for chair pose. So a chair pose, what we want to do is, as the name would suggest, it's like sitting down into a chair. So what sometimes people have a tendency to do is to kind of stick their bums out. You want to send the pelvis down. Bring the weight of your body into the heels and then draw your arms up in front. Take the shoulders down away from the ears. Drawing the biceps up in line with the ears as much as you possibly can. You know you're doing it right when your quads and your hammies are shaking uncontrollably. Take a deep breath in.
Exhale, we're going to release down onto the thighs. Sweep your arms back. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And down. Begin to straighten out the legs. Keep a little bend in them. Take your right hand onto your left elbow. Your left hand onto your right elbow. Gently swing one side to the other. Really allow your upper body to hang here. And then coming back to center, releasing your arms, keeping your knees nice and bent, pressing into both feet. Taking your time, coming all the way up, lengthening up. Hands together, hands in front of the heart. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And releasing. One more. Inhale. And release. And let go. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.